According to the National Gay and Lesbian Task Force, over 3 million LGBT people are over age 65. This number will more than double by the year 2030. While seniors are protected against discrimination by the Older Americans Act, the lack of LGBT-specific protections can drive our movement's pioneers back into the closet when entering long-term care facilities. Activists are now taking matters into their own hands, creating safe spaces for our elders, from affordable housing and assisted living to community service groups.
In every one of the LGBT organizations that I see around me, they're all clamoring about youth. It's not that I think that that's not important, but another community that's as vulnerable as young people or old people.
People here are very conservative, very conservative. I don't feel that I can be my person here, to be the person that I am. If they were born around the time I was born, you know, in the 20s or the early 30s, they grew up in a society that was openly hostile to us. And so that has been inculcated into their brain that it's dangerous out there for them to let people know who they are.
One night I was walking one of the main streets, and since I happened to be in love with this person that I was walking with, I wanted to hold her hand. And she just, I don't know whether it was her or me or the other way around, but I know that we couldn't do it because somebody might have seen it. I ended up in the United States in 1956, and I was 43. Within 3 or 4 months, I got a job as a sales rep. New England was my first area.
We've moved a lot. We've moved because of opportunities or just places where we felt freer to be who we were and created our family of choice. So here we are sitting around with our friends, and we're kind of thinking, wow, what's going to happen to us when we get older?
It's taken us 8 years to put the project together and to get the financing for it. In our attempt to include as many people as possible into the community, we've incorporated condos, and then we have independent living rentals. And from there, we also incorporated the assisted living. The key to our philosophy about assisted living is that those people who are in assisted living need to be integrated into a community.
I'm not an outcast a lot. People like me, but people don't understand me here. So when I say I'm leaving here, and they say, well, where are you going? And I say, I'm going to Rainbow Vision. What is that? And I tell people what it is. And I can tell them that I will be more comfortable there than I am here.
This is Gloria's, this is her place. She's really excited to get out. And she's in a conventional setting right now, and she wants to move out because she's a lesbian. This is the view that Gloria's going to be seeing out of her main living room every day.
This building is Hilda Rush's home, now being manifested.
I'm looking forward to moving there, and I'm hoping that it'll happen soon. The people that I've met who are going to be my neighbors and so on seem to be awfully nice, and I'm looking forward to it.
In 1968, civil rights took an historic move forward. Like that yesterday, Rainbow Vision and all the people who make up Rainbow Vision celebrate this historic moment. The first community of its kind in the world.
I think the idea that Joy has is that she wants people who are in my situation, who are alone, that they suddenly have a family. And that is exactly what I've been missing all my life.
There are a small but growing number of residential communities that have been built specifically for LGBT older people, and we see them as a fantastic development. Having said that, they will never be affordable in the ways that so many members of our community need.
The only thing we've got is this house. I had stocks and I had savings here and there, but Harry got sick for the last 5 years or so. The money's gone. There's nothing to fall back on now. We have no pension. He gets $180 from Teamsters, and then all the rest of it's Social Security. And living on food from
Project Angel Food.
Project Angel Food.
We call them Happy Meals. Happy for me because I don't have to cook.
Most of us do the best that we can to live the lives we've got with the kind of paychecks we bring home. Very few companies give good pension plans. Very few people have much resource, and they live right up against what they have.
We started planning an affordable living space for lesbian LGBT people. It's called Triangle Square. There's no choices if you don't have the money. If you need affordable housing, this is it.
Groundbreaking of yesterday. They only had 100 and some odd units available.
But when there's 6,000 people already on the list, you know.
I have been hounding these people by phone for about 2 years or so since I first heard about it. When can I get on the list? When can I see the plans? And all of that, and here I am today.
We're looking for land. We're going to be building another one. And we go out and consult, around the country, trying to get people to then invest their time to do the same thing. It's imperative that this happen, that there be more than one, that there be many across the country.
There are few options for LGBT older folks when it comes to housing. So an increasing focus are finding more ways and deeper ways that older people can get engaged and stay engaged in their community.
There's no reason for anybody to be home alone. It's very sad because there's so much out there to do. There's so many centers that they can get involved in.
I had the usual lesbian fears, hiding in the closet, not telling everybody, and I found Sage by accident. Somebody led me to that, and it was a whole world opening up. I started to join committees, and I started to talk, and people heard me. They listened, and I forgot about the closet, I forgot about myself, and I just burst into being.
SAGE stands for Services and Advocacy for GLBT Elders. For 30 years, we have been working with and on behalf of LGBT older people. There are a dozen SAGE affiliates in cities around the country, Chicago, Milwaukee, San Diego, Fort Lauderdale. So we have a number of other SAGE organizations that do work similar to ours in terms of providing local service programs.
We are lucky to have a lot of talent here at SAGE. SAGE has so many different functions for many people. Some people, it's a place for them to pop in, see their friends once a week. I see the people who go to groups, who go to the brunches.
I did bereavement through SAGE, and the counseling was unbelievable. It was through a period of inner turmoil for me, and what I ended up doing was putting a lot of energy into volunteerism. And I find by giving back to my community, it's a legacy to my partner and to myself.
The group of us, we got together to try to see if we could make some kind of service center. So we used our phone books and we sent out flyers all over, and maybe about 70, 75 people showed up. We realized that we had something that was necessary, so we named ourselves Griots. That's what it meant to us. Maintaining community, maintaining a connection, maintaining our village, maintaining our people.
We senior citizens that need certain kind of help with our health or to get in contact with somebody. We have a buddy-buddy system.
Yes.
That's another thing. Everybody help to call each other or talk, if you've got a problem. Then they have a counselor here and everything else.
I have taken them to the doctors. I have visited. I have cooked and taken food. Oh, yeah. Our buddy to buddy.
Definitely.
That's right.
Right now, there's so many organizations that give freely for those in need. We're struggling but we're making ends meet.
We're dependent on each other in a community, and we have to take care of each other. And therefore, younger LGBT activists have to fight for the resources that some of us will use right now so that those resources will be in place for them when they reach our age. Not because it's a favor to me, but because they'll need it in their own lives, even if they don't need it at this point.